Welcome one, welcome all to being very thankful you did not get to hear anything from about 10 seconds ago when I cracked my neck extremely loudly. Apologies to anybody that even has to imagine that. Welcome back everyone to Stardew Valley here on Fantasy Farm. Today is a rainy day both here and on the island, and we are going to take advantage of the fact it's raining on the island in hopes that theoretically we're going to get a little bit further on a few of these puzzles. But first, we've got mail. Hey, I thought it'd be really fun to send you a letter. I didn't really know what to write, though. Here, I've enclosed a treat for you. Don't tell anyone, but I snagged this from the back room Jojo Mart ages ago. See you soon, Shane. It must have been ages ago, since it's been closed for, what, like a year, basically? Thankfully, while frozen food does not last forever, it will last longer than a fair few things. Right, I'm going to put this away. I'm also going to put one of the bats away. I know we have not donated the bat. I want to keep one and sell the other. And as for the rest of the island items, I'm not going to worry about those too much. As we get through our routine, I don't know why I pronounced it that way. As we get through routine here, which I am going to show, as since all the animals are inside, it won't take quite as long to get all the pets done and everything. I want to talk about what we're doing today, and also try not to direct your attention to the cats screaming outside. It's mating season, so they get a little territorial. Anyway, oh, that was a very nice scream just then. Hopefully they'll knock it off pretty soon here. But they're still not as bad as the dogs. Nowhere close. They get it out of their system in one big fell swoop. The dogs never end. They truly never end. Either way, moving swiftly on from that subject, what we're trying to do here is we've kind of reached the point on the island where while the golden walnuts are still present, there are still plenty of them to pick up, we're kind of at this weird point now where basically a lot of them are just waiting out a timer / waiting for the game to give it to us. There's not really that many puzzle ones left. A lot of them are waiting for a secret note so that we have access to a puzzle that it wouldn't let us solve even if I knew the solution. Or waiting for, after I just continue to break rocks, then eventually I'll be able to get the golden walnut to drop from one of those, that kind of thing. So it'll be a lot of just kind of being around the general area where the where the golden walnuts can appear. Excuse me. I just got stuck in my throat there. And, you know, with due time, we'll just kind of find them. And thankfully, the rain is the key to one of those puzzles, as we already know. So, with any luck, I'll be able to find those pretty easily today. That said, I will not use a rain totem for tomorrow. Tomorrow being, you know, the same day that this next video will be in, or the same video will be in, the 6th. Because on even-numbered days, we do have access to something, but it has to not be raining in order to have that access. So I'm not going to do that as a result. So let's put everything away here. We've got more broken glasses, so let's put those over there. Also, that shouldn't even be in there. That should be over here. So we'll do this, that. Let me switch this back so I can see a little bit more clearly. Okay, so we do need a warp totem here. Anything else? Also, this shouldn't even be in here. Neither of these should be in here. This should be over here. What else do I need? I could take the bombs with me. Do I have any golden coconuts on hand? Probably not. They're probably either going to be... Yeah, I don't think I've got any on hand. Alright, the only other thing I really want to do is just replace those seeds that I just unearthed with some more. And as we're not at the point of having to too terribly worry about timed things, should be okay to plant the flower seeds with no difficulty there. I could take the rest of them to the island and go ahead and, you know, do that. I could, sure, but honestly, I think we're better off just keeping them here. I really don't see anything else I want to take to the island. We've got the warp to get back. I don't want to take a rain totem because I don't want it to rain tomorrow, just today. What is this boosting? Farming? Oh, well, that doesn't really matter for me. Yeah, I don't really see anything, so I think we're good to just go. Yeah, I think we're good to just go. I'll very quickly check the traveling merchant, though I'm not holding out hope that there's going to be anything of any real value there. But I will go ahead and check it for the sake of saying I checked it, and we'll check in with the raccoons here. I doubt they've got anything new. Nope, doesn't look like it. So we're still waiting on that. Traveling merchant, got anything interesting? Not especially. Thought those might be a little bit less, but no, those are substantially more. If this had more to it, I'd pick it up, but it's eh. It's eh. Alright, let's head on down to the island, as I don't think we've got anything else really going on. It is worth noting, if you have one of the longer quests, like the month-long ones, like shipping the Terra Root / whatever island product it gave you, or Pierre's Prime Produce, where you need to have the gold star crops, it might behoove you to check the special orders board, even if you've got one of those quests going, as they obviously take longer than a week, or, you know, on average they'll take longer than a week. So they might decide to try and give you a second quest because they're assuming, hey, you're probably already working on this and kind of just playing the waiting game for the time being, so you can go do this thing if you want. So, from here, the first thing I want to do is try to find that bird. So I'm going to check the east first and foremost, as otherwise I'm probably not... Ah, there we go. Amethysts. Cool, we'll go ahead and plug that in. As you can see, the gemstones will stay, thankfully, so you don't have to try to remember it or anything. So if we can get one more rainy day, and it will give us the gemstone to either the west or the north, then we are good there, because we can just guess our way into the last possible gemstone, because like I said before, there's only 5 of them, so it shouldn't hopefully be too terribly difficult in that regard. Over here, I do need to plant the crops, but I'm going to do that last. I'm going to poke around and see if there's any golden walnuts in the mussels, as we only... Hey, we only need one more, and that was it right there. So, we're good on that front. At least I believe that was the last one. I'll find that out in my notes, which I could check, but I'm pretty certain it's the last one, and even if it wasn't the last one, it's not exactly like I can, you know, go and get any more. That was the only one that was on the beach. Regular coconuts. We could trade these in for golden ones. I already put this in a note, but I do want to bring attention to it again. For the record, I don't need any more of the skeleton pieces. I only needed the head for the golden skull, so that part is taken care of. However, I do still want to have those in order to be able to trade them. And I'm actually going to do this. I do want to still be able to trade for the golden coconuts, as by doing that... Sorry, I'm kind of focusing on a bunch of things at once here. That. By trading the golden coconuts, I can still potentially get either a mango tree, a banana tree, or both. And if I can do that, then that would prevent me from having to trade directly onto those just by using the golden coconuts. And there's some other good rewards they can give you, like iridium ore as well. So that could always be handy. I don't really think there's anything else here, so we're going to plant these and get going. Plant that. And that should be it for that. The cinder shards I'll use in some trading stuff, I'm pretty sure, and the obviously the coconuts I'll trade as well. The bat we're going to give to the museum donation. And then we'll see where we go from there. These, and if I remember right, yes, the deluxe retaining soil, I do want to grab this. Even if I never end up using it, I am going to have to craft one of every recipe, and because of that, I do want to make sure I have those on hand. Next, for you, that just leaves the snake and this big whatever it's supposed to be. And obviously, with that, we've got a gift, and that will be the golden walnut. Unsurprisingly, the bigger pieces, like the snake and the big animal, whatever, are going to give you... Ooh, nice. They are going to give you more golden walnuts for completing those, as they are harder to complete. So, keep your eyes peeled for those. You might also get other things. You just saw me pick up the palm fossil there. You have the potential to get other pieces. Ooh, wow, that was quite a few of those. To donate to the museum. If you don't have that completed, obviously we don't need those, so they're just going to get sold, but for the record, you could potentially find those here as well. Alright, is the Mushroom Cave actually going to give us anything this time? Hey, here we go. It took it a bit, but we got there in the end. That's the important thing. Alright, I'm going to run back and drop all of this stuff off. Except for the golden coconuts. I do want to hang on to those. Don't remember grabbing that, but oh well. Don't need it anyway. And then we've basically got two options. We could either fish to try to grab the golden walnuts we're missing, or we could try to mine/break crates to get them. And I feel like of the two, I'd rather mine/break the crates. At least for me, personally. Let's see, what am I putting up here? These can go, that can go, this can go. These are both getting sold. I'm going to sell the mushrooms as well, the palm fossil, and then we will plant these. We'll plant this. There's a sunflower here. We'll drop that off. And yeah, I think that's about it. Do I have any other... I don't think I have any older golden coconuts in here. No. I just want to make sure to take them back if I need to, which, since I'll be warping back at the end of the day, that is highly likely. So yeah, theoretically we'll have a couple puzzles solved between this video and the next. We'll be able to do the area that I said it has to be an even number day and also not raining, and then the following day from this we'll be able to do the puzzle with the birds, if they appear in the right area. We got a 50-50 shot at that. So I'm guardedly optimistic about our chances on that. We'll see how it goes. Hello. It also doesn't hurt of defeating the enemies to get the extra money, because the bird, the cinder shards... The napalm ring will blow things up for us, so that'll help too. Grab this treasure chest. Ooh, lots of taro root. Very nice. I was still very surprised looking back on the videos that we edited of, like, I think some of the last ones that I obtained for the golden walnuts on previous files were usually the, oh, get this from a common chest or get this from a rare chest. You can get one from each. And the fact I picked up not only the rare one of the two first, but also picked them both up pretty quickly was rather surprising. It's pretty dang uncommon, at least for me. Nice. I'm gonna move the bombs up here so these are a little easier to destroy. Thank you. Might still need the stone for something. Oh, that... Okay, I've apparently made a mistake. I said that the doors to the upper floors always are at the top of the screen, and that is not the case here. This is the first time I've ever seen it do this. So I guess it's not a guarantee. It's just a really, really, really high chance. I've made it to the island and gone through the volcano dungeon on multiple files quite a few times, so that's surprising to see, to say the least. I feel like it would have happened at least once before now, but alright. If you say so, Chief. I do want these stone just in case I need them for something. Let's say, I know there was a fireball there. I've already forgot what these are called, but I'm just going to call them a fireball. Like Fireball, Potaboo, if you want, from Mario. Which are also just kind of fireballs with eyes. We're not messing around with that. We're not going to get the slow debuff on us. That one acted like it just got stuck on a wall or something. Like it wasn't pushed back to the corner or anything. It just got stuck. Would like to eat that. And also, eat another one, because I don't trust these fireballs. Protection ring. Stay invincible for oh, so iframes the video game, yeah. See, that's the thing. I'm not a big fan of Mega Man in terms of all that. Just not a fan. Maybe that's because I play, like, the Mario platformers, but it's like, yeah, no, I don't like taking a hit and using the iframes. Like, I will do it, but, like, I don't want that to be a core mechanic. You're not supposed to take a hit in a Mario game. That's kind of the whole point. You're supposed to avoid the obstacles, and sometimes in that game you just literally cannot. And, like, every now and again, that will happen in a Mario stage where it's impossible to avoid, but, like, it's clearly intentional, and they're like, hey, here's this power because you're gonna have to take a hit to do this. Lots of money. Well, not lots, but, you know, a fair bit. Come on. Fine, you're just gonna ignore me? Oh, yeah, that's what I thought. You're not actually gonna ignore me, you're just waiting for my back to be turned. Yeah, I know what you're planning. Yeah, you're planning for your little buddy to come over here and jump me. I was born at night, but not last night. Actually, I was born at night. Well, I don't know. Did we count past 6:30 night? Like most people probably do. Or maybe, at the very least, evening. It's like one of my favorite lines, like throwaway lines from Nintendo Capri Sun back in the day of playing through Majora's Mask and like, oh sorry, evenings and weekends are my day, or like my time off, and he just goes evenings and zooms at the camera. It's 4 o'clock in the afternoon. It's not evening. I was like, yeah, when does anybody consider 4 o'clock in the afternoon as an evening? You just literally call it 4 o'clock in the afternoon. It's not 4 o'clock in the evening. Like, that just sounds wrong. Like, 5 o'clock maybe you get away with. Before, no, that's still afternoon. Just 4 o'clock in the evening. It just sounds wrong, doesn't it? Like, it sounds objectively like someone made a mistake. Like, what do you mean evening? You mean afternoon. I was kind of hoping to see golden walnuts or secret notes or something pop out of these spots here, but they're not really doing it. Nope, no thank you. Not interested in what they are selling. We brought in all the friends. Okay, alright. So the problem is you have to move through this area quickly to get to the next floor, but if you do move quickly, then you risk this happening. Also not dealing with that guy either. I was supposed to say, are you just stuck there now, or like what? Thought he was for a minute there. It better not be that switch I don't know a way to get to. Right now that all that shenanigan is over and done with. Oh, it might be that switch. Oh. Oh, no, it's not. Okay, good, good. That was gonna be a headache. Come on. You're like every driver that always drives slow. It's like, I need you to come over here so that you can get out of the way. I need you to get in the way so you can get out the way. Nope, not there. Alright. Well, we're running out of time here anyway, but I was hoping to be able to get to something here. I was supposed to say, come on, one of these has to be the right answer. Nope. Yeah, we might be out of time here, I think. And by any miracle, nope. I didn't think so, but you never know. Yeah, I don't know if this guy has different inventory based on the day. I'm gonna assume for him, probably not. There's a chance, but I don't feel like it's a very high chance. I would like to grow those Terra Root, but we've still got plenty of time on that quest. Yeah, protection ring is interesting, but I don't feel like it's probably not as long as you think it is for invincibility time, so I'm going to put that away. I'm going to obviously put away all the ores, the gemstones, not the cinder shards, though. The coal, we did get a good bit of coal, so I am happy about that. Got plenty of stone now. Let's see. All of this stuff is either going to get sent back to the island, or I'm taken to Clint or something like that. So I believe it is just those two pieces. And then we are good. We're almost done with the broken glasses here. Yeah, I think that's it. We should be good to go. Ooh. Okay, I'll make a note of that. Because that's done, that also means that the rest of the jellies in the kegs should or the preserves jars, rather, should also be done. Oh, it's from the truffles. I was like, sure, the mummified bat wasn't worth that much. A good guess. It was not worth that much. Alright, so it's still raining here. Spirits are happy today. Okay, that's good news. Glad we've got to win. Alright, so I do want to bring a totem with me this time. We don't really need that, so I'm going to take the greater chance to find coal. Blessing of the waters. Okay. Nothing in there is going to be done. Cranberries, though, are done. Hello there, dear. Hope your farm's doing well. I'm sending you a little something from my kitchen. Hope it didn't crumble in the mail. Nice. Thank you, Evelyn. Wanted 1 fresh lobster for a marvelous bisque I'm creating. Who? Gus, proprietor of Stardew Saloon. Reward 800G. That is not a timed quest either. So Gus put on notice requesting a fresh lobster. I think I've got one. I do have one. Well, that is all yours, my man. I will put that over here and hang on to it. I'm just going to go ahead and, oops, eat this is what I was trying to say. Didn't mean to pick up the cranberry. The jellies will be ready, and the cranberries are ready, so after I fill up my inventory inevitably with a bunch of stuff, I will see you guys when that happens. Alright, much to the surprise of myself, especially, we actually did not fill up on inventory space. This is what we are selling. There were less cranberries than I thought, A, because those were only the ones that were involved by the speed grow, and B, I took a lot of the common ones. Some of them I stored, but the other ones I just put right back into the preserves jars instead of the blueberries, because I was already there, so I figured, screw it, it's fine. So this is what we're selling. The cheese, the coffee beans that are not normal quality, the cranberries that are not normal quality, mayonnaise, dried apples in this case, the cloth, and then our blueberry jelly, which is about 5K for that. Everything else, this will be taken to the island or to Clint. This will be used on the island, and then this, of course, we are taking to Gus. So that is what our layout is looking like right now. So, let's roll. Ooh, another plum. I will gladly take that. Any other... Ooh, yes, another one. Okay, good. I do want to have at least a few of these so that I can make wild seeds if I need to. I probably will keep a... Well, no, I don't really need to because I got the island. I was going to say I could keep a small section of the greenhouse in case of, like, emergency planting or anything, but yeah, I could technically do that on the island, too. So yeah, for that reason, that's what I'll probably end up doing. I am glad to have a couple of those wild plums, though, just in case I need them for any recipes, because there's a better than even chance that they're used in more than just plum pudding and nothing else. I'm sure there's going to be, like, some sort of wild berry salad or berry pie or something like that where one of them is required, so that is good. I'm glad we got that. Gus, you're not open till noon, so I guess we'll just go around and look for more forageables in the meantime. Anything worthwhile here? Not really. Ellie just had his birthday, but we don't really care about that because we're good on birthdays. The only one left is Leo's, and we just had his not that long ago, so no need to worry about that. See, I'll just do a quick little poke around here. Hey, Sebastian. Also, I don't hate having more blackberries since we are kind of waiting for the season for me to be able to restock my supply. I actually have to start dipping into my food reserves. Let's see if Leo's home by any chance. We haven't actually gone inside of his little hut here. But yeah, this is what it looks like. It's not much to it, but it's nice. It's cozy. It probably feels very comfortable to him, because, I mean, that's about the size that his previous hut was, so... Nice. I have no use for that, but thanks. Gus, my man. If it was anybody else, I would have just said, screw it, we'll come back another day. But because it's you, I got you, buddy. He did say he wanted a lobster, right? No, that's the lava crab. Yeah, bring Gus a lobster. There you go. So, something smells like fresh lobster. Ooh, that's good. Take care, friend. You got it, man. Yeah, like I've said before, I like lobster a lot. For me, it's not worth the effort. I'm lazy as all get out. I'll be the first to admit it. It's just not worth the effort for me when I could just have, like, any sort of fish and not have to make the effort for it. And that's what I'm just going to do. It's just easier. I'm lazy. What can I say? We don't have a warp totem to get back. So I'm actually going to do something a little bit different this time. I think I'm actually going to stay the night at the island. Yeah. We haven't done that yet. So we should do that. We should actually, like, we have the hut. We should make we should make use of it. Might as well. So yeah, maybe we'll stick around. Right, first thing is first, I want to plant all these crops, drop off some of this junk that I don't need. I should have done the golden coconuts, but that's alright. It's not that big a deal. I want the focus to be on getting the golden walnuts today. I'm going to work on that more. Those are still not done yet. The melon is, however, which is very good. So we'll put these up. Don't need that. Don't need those. I'll hang on to that. So put these all in here. I want to grow these. All the stuff I want to grow, crack those open, just hang on to those, bombs. Alright, we're good on that front. No more mussels, so we don't need to worry about breaking those open anymore. So let's start with the gourmand frog. Hello. You have something to show me? I do. I actually got 3 somethings to show you, but we gotta do this one by one. Yes, this is it. Bring me back to my old days, sunny days, when things were sweeter. Well, I could take a big juicy bite, but I won't. You can if you want, it's just a melon. I'm not going to lose that much sleep over it. Yes, I'm very pleased. Here, this is for you. Yeah, 5 golden walnuts. I wish to see this long yellow thing which tickles the skin and waves in the wind. This is obviously your wheat. So thankfully, if you didn't know what these were and had to do them one by one, the wheat and the garlic would take substantially less time. Reminds me of an old girlfriend. Look here, I could tickle you with this. But I won't. Yeah, please don't. There's 5 more. I'd like to see the zesty ground fruit, which maketh the breath stink. By all means, man, I can't stand garlic myself. I ate this once long ago. It gave me a pungent aroma for days. Yeah, I bet it did. Reminds me of Papa when I was just a tadpole. I could take a bite and produce that poignant odor once more, but you won't. And for that, we will be forever grateful. Yes, you've done me a great service. You've given an old toad one last trip down memory lane. Here's one last reward for you, friend. Nice. Look at that. 30 golden walnuts, which means now we can unlock a few more things. So let's do that before we continue on here. First, I don't really want this, but I'll take it anyway. For 5 golden walnuts, you can add a mailbox here. So if you want to just kind of live on the island and still get mail about things, you can do that. Yeah. But what I actually want is this. For 20 walnuts, you can build a warp tower. And with this, all you have to do is click on it, which I don't want to do right now, because that would warp me back. But yes, you can right-click on this, and also they just gave me a warp totem, so that's kind of nice. But yeah, this will warp you right back home. It's like using a normal warp totem. You just go back to your house. That's it. It's nice and simple. Alright, that got us a good bit of the golden walnuts we were missing. Let's grab a few more. So, provided my info is correct, once again, on any even-numbered day when this east side is unlocked, and it is not having any sort of weather condition like raining, I don't think it will occur yet. I think we have to come back later in the day. Maybe. Well, This looked like I could interact with it. So since we have to come back later in the day, what I'm going to do in the meantime is not go that far, but I'm just going to fish. I'm going to quickly check my notes to see how many golden walnuts we need from fishing, and then I will be right back. Alright, cool. It looks like we are only missing one, so theoretically we can also finish this one out as well, which would be nice. And if not, then we'll make some extra profit by fishing. So, not a total loss. Either way, we'll be getting something out of this. We almost have enough to build Pam's house, potentially, so maybe we'll do that soon. When it comes to the bigger purchases, like the warp, like the obelisks and stuff on your farm, I don't really care what order we get those. By this point, if you really wanted to be able to warp to the mountains, you probably would have just made the totem rather than the obelisk, because, you know, the totem is substantially less work. So, yeah, I'm willing to bet that's what most people probably would do. But regardless, it is required for the 100% completion, at least according to the game. Because it's not like a full 100%, but it has certain things that it tracks. Ooh, nice. It has certain things that it tracks, and having all of the obelisks as well as the golden clock on your farm are added towards that total. What those stats are, we'll see relatively soon. It's once we've gotten all the golden walnuts, like so, that we'll be able to see it. And we technically could see it earlier. It's behind that door where you needed 100 of them, but I want to get them all, personally, before we go in there, just so, again, that collectathon is taken care of, because once we open that door, then we're going to have a whole new set of challenges, so... What that will mean for the special orders, I don't really know. I do kind of still want to prioritize them until we get them all done, because we've got, like, what, I think... Including the one we're doing now, we have 4 left, I believe. We have the Ectoplasm quest, the strong stuff with Pam, the one we're doing now, and then there is one other that I can't remember off the top of my head what it is. So I would like to be able to get all those done, but inevitably there probably will come a point where we're going to get 2 duplicates, unless the game is programmed to not give you duplicates until... Like, double duplicates, anyway. It's not programmed to give you double duplicates until you've done everything. Maybe? I don't know that for sure, though. That would be a nice quality of life thing, but it's also entirely possible that that's not the case. So, can't say that for sure. But maybe we'll get a chance to find that out relatively soon. Since it's 5 p.m., let me check and see if this is changed yet. It might be a bit later in the day, maybe like closer to 7. Yeah, this still looks unchanged for now. I'll just kind of pop in and check every couple hours. For now, though, we can just kind of relax with some fishing, which is nice. It's nice to not constantly be on the lookout for things to do. Now we can actually just take a break. And while I don't like taking, like, multiple days in a row where we have a huge break, you know, every now and again having one like this is nice. It's a nice little pause from getting everything done. And, of course, at some point when we're getting down to, like, just the point of all I need to do is make money, then we'll be seeing more of that, and as a result, that's when I'll probably start doing the multiple days in a row. My guess is it will probably just be when Year 3 starts. That's my guess. Even if we don't have everything, like, fully done, that will be my guess. And then for the bigger quests we haven't completed, if there's any special orders, or, like I was saying, the additional ones, that I don't want to spoil what those are yet, then I'll cut or explain, like, oh, this is how you do this. And I'm gonna try to do all of them. Some are definitely easier than others, like the special orders, but these are... If the special orders are, like, you know, a 10 out of 10, this is cranking it up to basically a 30, like, they're pretty crazy in some instances. So, yeah, we'll see how it goes. I think once it hits 7, I'll do another check-in again. It might be even later than that, but I do want to get these done. Depending on how late they show up, this could technically be one of the harder ones to do. Not because it's difficult, but because it's time-consuming, and if you're playing in multiplayer, even doing minigames and stuff like that, or, you know, catching fish, time is still passing, so... We'll see how easy or hard this is, I guess. Should have brought a Rain Totem with me, but that's not too big a deal. As long as we're correct on the date and the time here, which after this one I'll check again. But as long as we're correct, the 8th will be, theoretically, the day we can solve that puzzle. Alright. Yeah, and even think about it now, it's going to be a while before we get all the golden walnuts because of the planting the fruit trees will take a month in-game, so... Maybe I'll show those off earlier if we manage to get the special orders all done before that happens, but we'll see. Alright. Has it changed now? No, it is not. It doesn't look like it has, anyway. Nope, it's still the same. Alright, so let's assume 9 o'clock, and if it has not happened by 9 o'clock, then I'll double-check my notes here. And by my notes, I mean I'll just check the wiki, because I don't actually think I have that specific thing in my notes. Alright, sorry about that, I had to just check my research again. It's after 8, on an even-numbered day, here we go, when it is not raining. The Pirate Cove. You're always Mama's favorite, wahaha. Does the other one have anything to say? Mamma mia, come down, brother, youch. Thank you, Mario and Luigi. Yar matey must have a keen eye to have spotted our secret cove, yo-ho. I think there's some other stuff down here, yeah. Well, just part. Yar. Not convincing, huh? Yeah. Tell you the truth, I really don't want to be a pirate. I'd rather grow palms. Fortunately, there's no money in the palm business. Anything else? Yeah, that's all he's gonna say. Well, you should want to be a pirate. So yeah, if you poke around, you can see a little bit more. From yonder sea is a chilling tale, a nightmare sure to haunt your sleep. 'Twas midnight when I lost me hands to a savage monster of the deep. Yar, 'tis true. Alright, I'm just kidding. I actually lost them while trying to fish an eggshell out of the blender. Alas, me famous cake batter days are over. Rip, dude. He's in a stupor. Boy, I never seen the likes of you before, but if you got the pirate look, then have one on me. Yar, and he gives you some mead. That's not the reason we're here. Back from war. Yar, you've had enough, matey. Fair enough. I actually came here for this guy. Care for a game of darts? You got 20 darts to score exactly 301 points. Sure. So, yeah, it's a game of darts. You obviously get the multipliers for the outer and sort of inner ring, and then you obviously multiply that by the amount. So, the cursor right here is moving naturally. I'm not touching the mouse at all. So, you find the right spot, you try to line up and hold down the button, and get as close as you can to your target. Obviously, you can get multipliers as well. At the beginning, you're just gonna want to score high value points. It doesn't really matter how much you get, but obviously high value is better. Once you start getting closer to the number you're looking for, that's when you'll want to be more careful. So for now, just kind of wait for it to line up towards the triple on the 20. And once you got it pretty close to the center, fire it. There's a decently good chance that's what you'll land on. So we can do one more of those. Boom. And that leaves us 13. Do we have a 13 on here? We do have a 13 on here. Alright. So we're going to go right there. There you go. You wanted 9 throws. How many doesn't matter as long as you get it within the correct amount. Well, sink me. That's some good throwing. Here's a little something for you. And you get a gold walnut. But the thing is, you actually need to do this 3 times to get all the golden walnuts. Yeah, there's a couple here that you can pick up. It's a little high, I think. Yeah, it was. That's alright. Like I said, it's only once you're getting close to the correct amount here. They don't even lower the amount of darts you have, either, so it doesn't get any more difficult. If you can do it once, you can do it multiple times. There's a 20. And there's a 1. I was kind of hoping it would say 1 point to go, just for a laugh, but oh well. You won an 8 throws. That's some good throwing. Here's a little something for you. So yeah, you can see in multiplayer why this could potentially be a problem, just time-wise, of time is passing while you're doing this. It actually looks like it is giving me less throws, but either way, this is still not very difficult. Just keep aiming at the 20, and either the 2 or 3 multiplier. Until that's, you know, too many points for you to obtain to not go over. And then switch your target to whatever you need to switch to. Go right there. Done. So yeah, I guess it's 20, 15, and 10. That's still not very hard. And there we go. I'm going to double check and make sure that's exactly how many golden walnuts are there specifically, and then I'll be right back. All right, with that, yes, we are done in here. That is all we needed from the Pirate Cove. So one thing I do want to do is actually, because we do have the time, hopefully, and now that we've got the obelisk on the farm, is I am going to try to activate the Rain Totem again. I need to go and grab one, but I should have the time to be able to warp back, use one of my totems to get here, and then activate that. So I'm going to go ahead and do that, I think, since there's not too terribly much going on in terms of other things. So we'll sell the fish, we'll sell the mead, sure. We appreciate the thought, but I don't really need it. I'll sell these extra bits here. Hang on to the sea jelly, I guess. I'll even put the Neptune's glaive in here, even though it's not as good. Like, on the off chance I don't bring a sword, now I've got weapons here for options. That needs to be with me, by the way. I guess I can toss that in here. I could move the Geode Crusher out here, or get a second one built or bought or whatever. I think that's all from here. So yeah, let's use the obelisk. All you gotta do is touch it. There you go. That's it. It's that simple. So let's grab ourselves a Rain Totem. We'll quickly throw that in here. Also this as well. Clint is obviously long since closed. Oops, nope, no, I didn't want to do that. I wanted to just switch it to up here. And then clouds gather in the distance. Alright. Anything else I really want or need to do? I don't really think so. I'm going to check with the trader and see if I've got anything, if he's still open. He might still be. I don't actually know. No, he's still here. So he may not close at all. 75 muscles. I might have that, maybe. Truthfully, I am actually not sure. Let's find out. We're not really doing anything else here. No, only 55. Okay. Well, we'll continue to pick those up as time goes on. As I have no need to carry these anymore, there is no need for me to hang on to them, so I will just go ahead and sell those. Not the hay, though, because the hay doesn't sell for anything, but I'll sell the other pieces here, as we do not need to be keeping them, and that's extra income in our pocket. The bone fragments, I can swap those out for more taro seeds, so I'll do that. Even if I've got well over 100, these can still be used, these can still be shipped, these can still be, you know, shipped and sold, and there's plenty of uses for it, so I'm okay with using these. I don't even think these are used in any other trades. You trade the taro root for some stuff. And the tropical bed's actually not that hard, but they give you one in your spot. Oh, yeah, 5 for a warp totem back if you accidentally forget one or don't have the ability to get back with the obelisk yet. So yeah, we'll go ahead and plant these. My watering can. It's going to be pretty close to 19 spaces, I think. Close, but no cigar. Ah, well. That's an easy enough fix. And since we're kind of just sitting around waiting here, let's fill this up with some... Oh, hello. Fill this up with some nice fresh seawater. Any other ones? Nope, that's it. Okay. Don't actually do that, by the way. Salt water is terrible for plants. I don't think we have any additional seeds or anything to plant here. Does not look like it. Anything I need to take back? Not really. So I think we're good to go. Well, I can take this back, I guess. I don't think we actually have any animals that this works on as I go to the people list. I don't think there's any... Yeah, there's not, but it's useless here, so... Yep, let's head back home. I know I said I was going to sleep on the island, but I feel like I'm going to mess up routine if I do that, so we'll head back here. What do we have? Yeah, we'll do this. And some wool. There we go. A little bit of extra income going. I probably will pick up another animal at some point, so I'll hang on to that, I guess. Yeah, there's another, like, 2K right there just from doing that. And, yep, I will hang on to everything else, and we shall call it an episode. As soon as I take these. And I guess I can put these away, too. Alright, and that will do it for an episode. But thankfully, I'll be able to record more because I don't work tonight. Otherwise, I'd be at my workspace right now, and thank heavens I'm not. Ugh, you don't even want to know the crap that's going on there lately. That's a whole other can of worms. But yes, our cranberries and our jellies are doing pretty good on this front. The mayo and cloth, of course, always help. So that's a pretty good chunk right there. Fishing, I mean, this is just kind of, you know, this was a time passer, if nothing else. And, you know, it was mostly the pearl here. You get a little bit from this stuff, not a lot. Having the book to increase that obviously helps quite a bit. And then the diamond is worth a little bit. But that will do it for an episode. So, what will we be doing next time on Stardew Valley? That was a higher-pitched crow than usual. Next time on Stardew Valley, I'm going to get these golden coconuts broken open in the hope, question mark, fingers crossed, that we can get some of the fruit trees for the mango and the banana to start get those going and also help with getting the golden walnuts from that quest. We will bring some extra gemstones to the island and hopefully get the bird puzzle also finished, which would be very nice. And then we'll probably spend a fair bit of time in the volcano dungeon trying to, hopefully, get the remainders of those done. And I'll poke around and see what other ones we have left to clear. But in the meantime, thank you all for watching, and I will see you all in the next one. Later.